I wish that I could like a career and push it out of my vagina. Creepy. Ooh, power dynamic. Ooh, gross guy. Ooh, mentally cheated on me.
With all powers combined, I will find the perfect man eventually.
Yeah.
We're so close.
I know, right?
Everyone probably watching your videos thinks that you're like next to the person.
It's pretty far away, actually.
It's incredibly far. I've never talked to someone. Like if I saw you on the street,
Hey.
I'd walk to you.
Hey, Esther. I started doing it this way because of all the pandemic stuff to like ease people. Just to ease people, because
do you mind if I scoot?
Hey,
we just spent 30 minutes setting
Can we
it
just
up.
reset all this?
Do you mind if I just scoot a little
I'm just
closer?
gonna scoot closer to you, just if that's okay
Here.
with you.
Oh, let me move this chair.
Okay. That's how the old setup was when you did it at my old apartment.
I did like that
was right on top.
apartment.
Yeah, right on top of each other. We were stacked.
That's how it is on late night. So for me,
So that's pretty much all I'm used to because that's all I do is late night. So
don't you think that late night, if it's a woman, they scoot that chair a little closer?
I think they always do. I think they position things a little bit differently whenever it's a male-female dynamic. Always.
Yeah,
There's
like whenever
something
there's a female host, I feel...
I mean, when is that happening, Esther?
there's no. I don't think that women can host late night. Like
You don't think?
I don't think it can be done. I think it's a man's job.
Hot topic
I think that
right
only
here.
men can truly host I think that only men can truly host a late night show. I think that women just are not capable of that.
Really?
It's just not within the female.
What do you feel that? Because
wheelhouse.
I have strong
Women
opinions
can't
about
do
that.
It's hard.
Esther, I have a strong opinion about that, and I don't think that we're agreeing on this.
The things that late night hosts do is not a feminine female repertoire whatsoever. Asking questions, sitting there, that's only a man's job. Playing those games.
I mean, you are about to... Oh, no. I was hoping this wouldn't happen. Every once in a while, she gets woken up on the show, and I think that you just woke up. I think you just woke up feminist Stacy.
Oh, no.
Oh, shoot.
I hope she's not one of those feminists with gross hair who doesn't do her nails, who thinks that she can host a late night show. I hope she's not. God, she's not wearing purple, is she? Oh, God, I hate that color on women.
I'm sorry, so you don't think that women can host late night television?
Absolutely not. Give me one reason they could. I mean, it's hard. Women don't even understand how hard that hosting a late night show is. Keeping track of all that money?
What about Roseanne? She did it.
Yeah, well, look at her now.
What do you mean, look at her now? She's a beautiful, blossoming woman.
Can I brush your hair? Do
What
you mind?
Mean? What do you mean, can you brush my hair?
It's so bad. It's making me cringe
What
how
do you
bad
mean?
it is.
Oh, what? Because it's not in the conventions and in the boxes of what a man wants it to be? That it's a little bit ratty? It's a little bit out of place? Oh, I'm sorry that I don't confine to the spaces that men want me to be in.
Your hair is making me cringe in a way that I'm getting arthritis. Like there's a tingle in my hands.
Well, I'm about to get some arthritis. I just got arthritis in my middle finger.
Just brush it out.
Oh, I'm sorry that I don't own a shower like you do. That you came freshly coiffed and ready for this podcast.
I don't want to be mean, but I'm having such a hard time looking at you with that hair.
What do you mean you're having a hard time looking at me?
It's paining me. And your boobs, there's nothing there.
Because I tape them down because I am oppressed and men don't deserve to see these.
So you're telling me that your hair is as disgusting as it is just to repel the male gaze?
Yes, let's just say that the drapes match the curtains and the carpets and the mahogany.
So you're telling me that you don't get a full-on Brazilian wax?
No! If anything, that is just a way to push the woman down and make her feel smaller and worse about herself and just put her on this fake pedestal for a man just to project themselves. Oh, look at me. Now I'm this perfect specimen for a man. Well, guess what? That's not natural and it's disgusting and it's not right.
What about if a guy comes up to you at a coffee shop and wants your number?
I might give it to him.
Oh! Oopsies. You might drop it by. What's the best pickup line that you've ever used or that has been used on you?
That's been used on me? Ooh, that's a good question. It was probably this one guy came up to me and said, I would like for you to buy me pizza. And I was like, oh, wow, the balls on this man. I loved it.
So you want to pay for a guy?
I'm an equal opportunist, okay? I don't want men to be paying for me all the time like I'm just some object that just needs to be fed like some little pet shih tzu.
So you don't like it when guys open doors for you?
It depends.
You know what I do?
What?
I stand by the door and I go, and then I wait for a guy to be like, do you need help, ma'am? And I'm like, thank you so much, sir. My fingers don't work and I can't open it because I'm not strong enough.
Girl, I am seething with anger right now. You need to get a hold of yourself and you need to stand up for yourself. You need to kick that door open with both feet and say, I am woman, hear me roar. I don't need no knight in shining armor because guess what? The day is here and I am woman, hear me roar.
I had a friend who, when guys came up to her to talk, she would immediately go, no. So let's practice. Hey, you're really pretty. Do you live around here?
No, rape. Was that good? Was that what your friend did?
I can't look at you with that hair.
What do you mean you can look at me? I can barely look at you.
Am I allowed to style you?
I
Just
mean,
really quick.
what do you want to do?
I want a brush.
I don't own a brush.
I want to brush it so bad.
I don't own a brush.
You know when a hot guy sees like a pair of tits and he just wants to like touch them? I just want to fix your hair so bad. It's insanity.
I don't know how to say this. Esther Steinberg, is it? Esther Steinberg?
There's a third name.
Esther Steinberg
Garden
Schwartz. Okay. Esther Steinberg Garden Schwartz.
Do you see how I took his last name? Does that piss you off too?
He should have taken your last name. He's really pissing me off. If I ever see Noah Garden Schwartz around these parts, I'm going right for his jugular and his balls.
Oh my God. Your hair's terrible. What if do you have any idea how irritating it would be if I was just...
You are part of the problem with women by you downgrading me and disrespecting me and saying that I'm not enough. Women should hoist each other up. Feminists should raise each other's up and make them feel good about themselves, no matter what creed, no matter what they look like, no matter what sexuality, no matter what gender, no matter what race.
Why would I do that when there's only limited opportunities for women? It's musical chairs. There's one chair and 20 women running around. Why would I help someone? That's ridiculous. I would never. I could never help a girl out. That would be a loss for me.
Let me give you a scenario, okay, Esther? Here's the thing. Okay, good God, my helicopter's coming. I gotta get out of here soon. It's getting louder and louder.
Susie Orman's picking you up for lunch.
Susie Orman's picking me up for lunch. It's getting real heated in here. Okay, so here's a little situation. You see a woman on the side of the road. Her car is broken down, all right? She needs a tire that needs replacing. A, do you stop? B, do you call a man? C, do you do the tire with her like an able-bodied woman to show her that women can do anything? Or D, do you slit her throat?
I drive by. I don't know. That's a man's job to stop and help out.
I can't handle you. Just like you can't handle my hair.
Oh, I can't handle it.
You know what? I have to go. There's sometimes you can't. Look, I'm doing this.
With your fingers.
Look with my fingers.
Brush it out. I
I'm
feel like there's like
brushing.
a city of, there's an entire community inside of your hair that's hiding, and there's like a rat, or
No,
it looks like
it's called an ecosystem. Ever heard of it? Yes, I support the rainforest. Yes, it's humid in here. Yes, my hair doesn't fall flat. Yes, does this resemble my pubic hairs? Yes.
You are so close to being Halsey, and yet you've chosen to not brush, or not Halsey, but like a pink, like a good pink-haired. God, you have so much potential. That's the problem with you.
You know what? And you have so much potential to be a real woman. But you're not. You're not giving yourself the credit. You want to cut other bitches off at any opportunity. And it's a real issue that I have with you. And you know what? Feminist Stacy, out.
Oh my God, what a nightmare. What a cunt. I'm really not like that. I actually think that no woman owes anyone a conversation. That's the real misconception. That when guys are like, hey, so do you think, you can just be like, I don't want to talk to you. That happened in Vegas. I was with my friends, and this horrible, horrible person who was so drunk that he had like beer coming out of his eyeballs. And he literally came up to my group of friends, and we were celebrating my bachelorette party, and we were about to see Magic Mike, and he just starts talking to my friends. And I look over, and my friends are humoring him in a conversation. And I looked at them like, what the fuck are they doing? And I just said to him, I was like, none of us want to talk to you. None of us. And he was like, but I have. And I'm like, we don't want anything you have. We don't want to talk to you. And I said it in the kindest way. I was like, you have to leave us alone because we all don't want to speak to you. And afterwards, my friends were so impressed with me, shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard to be I'm all about honesty. The last time I was here, we came up with a line, that's on you.
That's on you.
And it ended up in my special.
Did it really?
So that's on you.
Dreams are
Do a lot of things you do here end up on your special?
Sometimes.
What you do here, does it end up there?
Here, it's up there. Sometimes what happens in here goes out there. Sometimes what's in here goes out there.
You shoot it out that way?
By the way, I overheard the argument that you and Feminist Stacy had.
Uh-huh. I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay.
She was rude. She didn't brush her hair. And I actually think she has potential to be a late night host. She actually changed my mind.
I wish you would have told her. She changed your mind?
Yeah.
If only she could have heard that.
Do you think that anyone has the ability to change anyone else's mind?
I think it's rare.
Do you feel like everyone's fighting with each other and there's absolutely no chance for change?
I think...
Let me tell you something about the vaccine.
Okay.
That was not my stance.
I think that the only way to change someone's mind is if the thought of a higher power gets involved. That's the only way that somebody's mind can truly change. Do you know what I mean? Because you see these people who live a certain life, and then they, I've known these people who are like born again, or do you know what I mean? Or they get saved or something like that. I've seen people do 180s with their points of view where I'm like, really? That's the only time I've seen it, where I've seen people change like complete opinions, political stances.
No, I mean like two people are arguing and one person, like me and Stacy, are arguing, and then I'm like, actually, we could have a female late night host. Like,
I don't think that they would admit it.
Changed my mind.
I think that it would be something like after she left, I think it'd be like, she kind of had a point. But I'll never let her know that. Why would I let her know that?
What about in your marriage? Are you ever like, actually, okay, fine, you're right? Do you ever surrender?
I do that. Yes, I do.
You're like, absolutely not. No. But if we go to Thanksgiving, then we can't come back here. Okay, no, you're right. Never mind.
My wife will call me out on stuff sometimes, and then I'm like,
you have to surrender?
I'm like, you know what? You're right.
Do you have a white flag? She's like, I mean, what about me? And you're like,
I'm so sorry.
Can you at least think about it on my perspective? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Wait, the female perspective?
Wait, you exist?
Huh. That's strange. I never thought of it like that. Wait, so you have ovaries, right? Huh. Okay, so you might be slightly more emotional than me right now because you just gave birth to the son. Oh, okay. Right. Okay, yeah. No, I can see your point. No. We literally had, like, we never argue, but we had a little thing this morning over, like, a bowl in the sink. And then I'm just like, it's because we're dropping our son off at daycare. That's what it's really about. And I had to apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like,
well, maybe this bowl doesn't want to be alone all day with strangers. No, the bowl is fine. The bowl is safe. The bowl's safe. The bowl's safe. Just sitting there in the sink. The bowl's safe. Really, Jeremiah?
Listen, I was just going to let it sit for a little while, okay?
Yeah, and then what? Well, then the bowl's going to get into drugs and you're just going to watch?
No, I was going to put it away later.
The bowl has a rash from a diaper that you didn't change.
Why would the bowl have a rash from a diaper?
You don't understand bowls.
I don't understand bowls.
You don't understand me.
I just put cereal in it. I'm sorry.
You don't care about my bowl.
No. I love you. I love your bowls.
It's not about the bowl.
It's not?
How is this bowl causing us
I
these
know.
problems?
I know. I literally had to step outside and I said, I'm like, oh, freaking idiot. It's about so much more than this bowl right now. Jeremiah, like, cut her some slack. She just gave birth to this baby. We're putting
it's been a minute. Jesus.
It's been 4 months. But
it's been 4 months.
We started.
Lose the weight already.
Come on, what are you doing?
Oh, it's
Come
4
on.
months. Your boobs are pouring milk. Get used to it.
It's called snapping back. Come on, like a rubber band. We need you to get back into fighting
shape.
shape.
You use 4 months as if it's a long period of time.
Yeah, it's like,
it's been 4 months.
I mean, my wife, it's been 4 months. I don't know what's going on here.
The kid's 4 months. Let him be.
He just rolled over for the first time. I mean, come on. I mean, he's practically
already rolling over.
He's in college already. Come on, it's been 4 months.
It's 4 months. Give me that pussy back.
Come on, it should be back to normal. Come on, like elasticity. You know what I'm talking about.
It's been 4 fucking months. How much longer?
Listen, the fellas of the dock, you guys hear me out, right? Come on, I mean, y'all have had wives before. No, you've never had serious relationships? Okay, we'll compare it to the one-night stands that you've had,
Let's
okay?
just say the tits were so big milk was pouring out.
I mean, come on.
You gotta
tap those things, otherwise they just keep swelling up, and it's like, well, come on, you gotta hit those punching bags.
What is it, the wet t-shirt contest? Get over here, bitch. You can't get them out all day.
I'm like, save some for me, son. Yeah, so that was just,
breastfeeding is such a journey.
It is such a journey. It is.
Does it make you want to wear the fake boobs and put a bottle in it and be like, oh, what about me? What about me? I want some. Have you tried to see if your son would latch onto your own nipple?
No. Has Noah?
No. We've tried. It didn't work. He tried to latch onto your nose.
I mean, come on. Yeah. Right away. That was his first thing.
Yeah. A baby sees that nose. You had a raptor?
It thinks it's a baby. Yeah.
A pterodactyl?
No. He thinks I'm a little, like, huge dinosaur that I'm, like, feeding him. That I'm about to...
He's got to reach for the nose.
He does. Yeah, of course. He's got to. It's like an instant honk. Like
I'm waiting for my son to just rip it off and break it. He's so close. He's so close to deviating my septum.
He just keeps going for it?
He goes for it, and then when I change his diaper, he like kicks because I have a really big child. And you also have a big child. You are 5 months away from wrestling an alligator.
Yeah.
It's cute now, but he is going to...
He is
going to punch and kick and wrestle you because he doesn't understand.
Do you feel stronger? Like you've gotten like some strength from it? Like you have got that crazy mom strength now?
I could lift a car. Apparently, if my son is under a car and is in danger, I could lift it.
That's
according to
everybody.
The internet.
Science, everybody.
I don't know that you can. We should do it. Where's your kid?
Let's put your kid under a car real quick. Let's test it.
No. Let's put all your camera equipment under a car. Let's test it.
I mean, that's pretty solid. Just
right,
all the
let's take-
podcasting
let's-
equipment.
yeah.
Let's put
Let's just
everything
take
under
a memory card and
with
put it.
all of my stand-up, all of my files on it, and just be.
You lift a Escalade.
Meanwhile, I try to with my son underneath the car. It's like that scene.
Your son's drowning in a pool, but your memory files are under the car.
It's like that scene in Hook when Robin Williams can't reach his kid. He's like, I'm sorry. He like doesn't do it there. But Daddy, it's not hard. Just reach a little. He's like, okay.
This is so sad.
He's so scared.
If you say Robin Williams, like it just kind of kills the mood with sadness.
What do you mean?
Oh.
What do you mean? Don't cry, Esther.
Have you seen the video of him with Coco,
Don't cry.
the gorilla?
No, I haven't.
The gorilla who knows sign language. Him and Coco were like hanging out together, and she like held up like, I don't know, Tootsie or something, like saying like, this is my favorite movie, and they like bonded, and it was gorgeous. It was so it was like the waterworks or the hormones, the hormonal. Do you feel like you get hormonal like by just being around? Like, do you have a sympathetic period and things like that?
I don't think so, but I think that I have different moments of this will sound silly, but you know, postpartum.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've heard of it, but obviously it's fake. Go on.
Right. I don't think that guys get it like women do, but I think that there's something that's like I don't know how to describe. It's a different kind of like swings of like lows and highs that I can't really explain because I've never really gone through something like this before.
That's it. I always say it's just the roller coaster. You're up here, you're down there, you're up here, you're down there. It's just what the fuck.
And I think it's more just trying to figure out, because like having a child is amazing. I think we'll both agree.
And a real bitch. And a real pain in the ass.
There's different layers to it, obviously. But anything worthwhile, I always say, because people ask me, they're like, is it good? Is it bad? I'm like, anything worthwhile takes effort. Anything. And I feel that way 1,000% about having a kid. But sometimes you feel like, I think that the highs and lows come of like, you second guess, just like anything else. Just like,
well, I think
if
it's like
you're going down a certain
stand up,
path.
the first chunk of doing it, you fucking suck.
Right.
Or some days you're kind of good and then you bomb. You're like, but I'm 4 months into comedy. Why I should be better.
I know.
You're what? So if you're like a newborn comedian, you're like 4 months in and you all of a sudden have this confidence, like, I'm good. I made someone laugh yesterday. Well, I think the difference between an experienced comedian and the beginner is that not that the beginner sucks all the time, but that it's very inconsistent and you don't necessarily have the skill set to like navigate rocky waters.
Yeah.
So like if it's a killer crowd, you're going to kill with your like cheesy hack jokes that
Right.
you wrote yesterday that you thought were original or whatever, the beginners. And then, okay, fine. 10 years in, they're going to school. You got it. You have some gigs, you got jokes, you've been working on it, they're walking, they're talking, they're doing it. But like that beginning, the beginning of stand-up, the beginning of anything, it sucks. Like learning to play piano that first week, probably really rough.
It is. It is. It really is. It breaks your brain. It breaks your brain.
But these kids grow up so fast.
So fast.
He's walking. My kid's walking.
Yeah, I saw him walking.
And I'm like, well, I'm done.
That made me feel old watching your kid walk.
Yeah.
By the way, I was like, oh my goodness,
Now we're
crazy.
trying for the next one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're suiting up?
We are trying for the next one and trying sex.
This summer.
The first trying, I don't know if you guys tried. How long did you, I don't know. This is a very personal question, but did you guys try for a while or was it try for a little bit, try for a lot of bit?
We did it on our first try.
Yeah, we did it on our first try.
Yeah. yeah.
Fertile Myrtle.
Fertile Myrtle's
Boys
over
can
here.
swim. Boys can swim.
Boys can swim.
You got great semen. But more importantly,
Yeah.
she's got that those perfect eggs.
Yo, shout out to my boy Noah Garden Schwartz out in these streets slinging that jizz, son. You know who it is? Yeah, what up? It's your boy Jeremiah Watkins. Yeah, we come, brothers.
But
What's
now,
up?
well, the first one was a little bit of an accident. because we did it the 2 nights before our wedding. And we were like, since we're getting married, we should get drunk and we should have sex and you shouldn't pull out. And then apparently it worked and I was shocked and our whole honeymoon was completely ruined because I was like, what's that smell? And then every person in Italy was like, would you like wine? And I'm like, and they're like, which wine? And I'm like, no wine. No one in Italy accepts no as an answer. And I was like, I can't have any wine. And they're like, well, you must have the wine. And I was like, I can't have, we're not drinking.
Bellissimo.
You like the wine? We have, that's French. And then we have, and I was like, I can't have any wine. And so before I even told any of my family members, I had to tell every single waiter in Italy that I was pregnant. And then they still push the wine. They're like, little bit.
Congratulations. Celebrate with some wine.
It's your honeymoon.
It's your honeymoon. Yeah, come on.
And then they just like insisted. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
Especially the first child. You're like, I don't want to ruin this. But now that he's perfect, I'm just like, can I do drugs?
Now you can do one. You can really screw around with this next kid.
But yeah,
make him the runt of the litter.
We've been trying.
You know what I'm saying?
But trying just means that me and my husband are smashing.
I don't see nothing wrong.
With a little try.
With a little bump and grind. With a little bump and grind.
Is there anything hotter than like, put a baby in me? I'm surprised that not all pornography is like, oh, get me pregnant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's my new kink.
It's yeah.
That's my new fetish.
Well,
get me pregnant, and I put on I'll put on music.
When you have purpose, like for the outside of just like getting off for the sex, it's like it's a next level thing.
It's almost eye opening that all those times that you didn't have sex for this purpose, you were like, what was this for?
Oh, I was like, oh, that was just for me to get off, huh? Interesting.
So you're constantly just tricking your body to make a baby.
Yeah, isn't that weird? So you
literally your semen's not just like fun Play-Doh. It's like your semen is on such a mission.
It's on a mission every time.
Every single is game day.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the most frustrating parts of the body. And they die.
And every month your body's like repping up. The woman's body is like, okay, girlies, today we are literally fucking gonna get pregnant. Let's build up those walls. Let's get that fallopian tube ready. Okay, he's coming. Oh no, girls, he didn't come.
Girls, we're going on a march. Are you ready? We're protesting today. We're rallying in the streets.
The guys
got canceled?
The sperm is all in a race. They're like dun 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 dun, and then and they're all like racing down the bed sheets, or hopefully if you're trying,
Jizzy number 42 riding in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. And then the women are like, one at a time, ladies. Your girl, Stacy, step up to the plate. And it's like, what about me? And they're like, you're not good enough. And then it's like, finally, next month. So I feel like the women are like one at a time.
Yeah, I mean, ovaries are the first users of Tinder. You know what I mean? They've been swiping on that cum. No.
Those eggs are super picky.
They're very picky.
It's your wife's. And she was like, fucking finally.
Right.
We meet.
Yeah.
I've been waiting here for 5 fucking years, Jeremiah. Sperm.
Well, my wife probably talked with you about how she wanted a baby before we had a baby.
I don't know. Was she just gabbing about it? I never wanted a baby. I wanted a career. I wanted a career so bad. And I was like, well, guess I'll just have a baby. Since I wish that I could like fuck a career and push it out of my vagina. A lot of girls think that talent is sexually transmitted. They're like, if I fuck the right guy, and I'm like, you're just gonna have a baby.
Right.
It literally is always baby and never spots.
You're right. Right.
Oh my God, it's coming! Oh, spots! Oh my God, stage time! Come here,
wow.
come here. Stage time, you want my nipple? Stage time does want the nipple.
Always.
I wish. Ugh, sleeping your way to the top. If that worked, you can sleep your way to a baby though. That you can do. But yeah, trying sex.
Anybody can sleep their way to a baby.
Trying sex is a renaissance. It's a sexual renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot and steamy.
Yep.
I recommend it. I'm surprised that not more people have babies.
Just for the
Trying sex.
Just for the trying sex.
Just for a girl to be like, oh, put a baby in me. Put a baby in my pussy.
But how many women are out there actually doing that, but who are on the pill and not telling their boyfriend about it? They're doing that secret kink
They're
thing.
just, what if they're doing it and then they didn't tell that their boyfriend was on the pill, but they're like, I want you to get me pregnant. I want you to get me pregnant. In the heat of the moment, get me pregnant.
Get me pregnant right now.
And then every month she's like, oh my God, Justin, I got my period. So your sperm doesn't work. And she's just like putting it. She's like, I really think that you need to go to a reproductive doctor.
And every month this guy's like trying even harder.
Yes.
And she's
like,
just like, yeah.
Yeah. She's like, it didn't work again.
It didn't work again. I don't want to say this, but it might be you.
I think that your sperm is deficient.
Your little swimmers might not be doing the work.
I really think that if you stop smoking weed, we could like really improve.
Right. Could you cut back on the surge and the Mountain Dew, please? That'd be really appreciated.
People don't know this, but it's just as much as a man's diet.
Yes, it is. Yes. The weed thing is a real thing.
Which means if you're a huge pothead, you can totally just come all over the place. Don't worry, you're never getting anyone pregnant.
Shout out to the stoners out there who freaking blow their seed freaking anywhere, anytime, any day they freaking want, because guess what? It lowers the sperm count, and guess what? Marijuana is the new contraceptive. It's better than hot tub sex. It's better than condoms. It's better than the pull-out method. Just smoke weed and you won't get a girl pregnant.
Truth. It just is also better when you're in teenager, I think. I think that everyone's
What's
at
better
their
when
like
you're a teenager?
Reproduction.
Oh, when you're a teen to actually reproduce?
Like 19, 20 has got to be the optimal time.
Well, it is, but it's not like
society is like, you should have stability. But it's like your body's just like...
your body is definitely ready between 18 to 24. That's like prime, like your body snaps
until
back.
Society is like, no, wait until it's hard. Wait until your body is on the outs.
But that's the thing, though.
Wait until your eggs are absolutely dying inside your body.
We would like your body to be crumbling. Okay.
Wait until you have to spend $100,000 on IVF. Like, do not do it when you're young. Do it when you're way too old.
We want your body to have no chance of coming back. We want that. Okay, because you'll be settled.
That is the message.
You'll be settled in your career.
Is that not the message?
And you'll be settled
Freeze
with your person.
eggs so that it's technically, naturally impossible, but scientifically there's a slim chance.
Right. Make sure that when you have a baby, by the time you have a baby, that there's a strong chance you won't have another one. Just
make sure that your body is so exhausted and washed up that if you
won't want to.
If you even got to the birth part, there's no way you're going to want to live. There's no way you're going to want to take a single step.
You're not going to want to do that again. Just keep that in mind. I mean, if you had a baby at like 18, though, the problem with that, though.
What's the problem? What could be the problem?
Since we're living longer now, our brains aren't fully developed to what they turn into, and you start making choices that you might not have chosen that partner, the one. I mean, some high school sweethearts, that works out. They stay with them for life. But a lot of people go through phases with what they like and stuff like that.
You got to sift through those trash dicks.
A lot of trash dick out there.
You got to sift through that trash peen.
Honey, we've all had our fair share of trash dicks. We've all had our share.
You have to get something out of your system.
Yeah.
Fertility.
What did you get out of your system around that time?
I just piled up as much trauma as possible for my forever partner to have to deal with.
You just burrowed
You're
it.
just like collecting bad experiences. Ooh, that creepy. Ooh, power dynamic. Ooh, gross guy. Ooh, mentally cheated on me.
With all powers combined, I will find the perfect man eventually.
I think that I had, now I can actually appreciate.
Yeah.
You know, I get to, but I'm so lucky because I have friends that are still on the hunt for a man. And I'm like, they're all terrible.
Esther, what do you mean some? Most of our friends
Or on the hunt for their person.
Because it's hard as a comic to find your person. It's really difficult.
I always felt like it was so much easier as a guy because if there's a woman going to a comedy show, she's like this. Ready? That's my boyfriend. He's so funny. And then if she can't find her straw because she's too drunk. That's my boyfriend.
That's my man.
He's so funny.
That's my man. It's so good.
And then
So good.
and then the opposite is a guy named Chad in the audience being like, well, that's my chick. She's really funny. Like, I don't think that a guy in the world has enough confidence to chug a beer and point to his wife on stage and be like,
I think
that joke's about my dick.
Jeremiah Wonders is brought to you by Upstart. Do you dread looking at your credit card statement every month? Well, I don't blame you. But Upstart can help. Upstart is the fast and easy way to get a personal loan to pay off your debt all online. You know, I've had debt for years and it's very difficult to get out of. You know, whether you're paying your credit cards off or, you know, lending money to a family member or, you know, the car broke down again or whatnot, or the baby's got daycare. Everyone's got needs. Unlike other lenders, Upstart looks at more than just your credit score. Like if you're a nice person. This means they can offer you smarter rates with trusted partners. It's just a 5-minute online rate check. Do you have 5 minutes? Do you want to fix your insurance? Your credit card debt? You can get approved the same day and you can receive funds as fast as 1 business day. If debt is taking over your life, it's time to get a fresh start with Upstart. Or guess what? You're more than your credit score. I don't know how to tell you this, because people told me for years that I wasn't anything except the number that was on my credit score. 5. I had a credit score of 5 for years. Until Upstart helped shift everything with the momentum and energy of my life. They're good people. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/Jeremiah. That's upstart.com/Jeremiah. Don't forget to use my URL to let them know I sent you. Gotta throw in this disclaimer. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. And now go to upstart.com/Jeremiah. Hope you're enjoying this episode of Jeremiah Wonders with Ester Steinberg. You can see me on tour. These following dates right here. Love you guys, and let's get back into this episode of Jeremiah Wonders with my pal, Ester Steinberg.
I think it takes more of a comfortable and confident man to have to be okay with marrying or dating a stand-up comedian who's female. I think it takes way more confidence as a man than it would a female in that
I've
regard.
gone on dates with non-comics.
Yeah.
And they were like this. So it's like being a comedian. How did you get started? Like, where did you find the open mics? Like, when did you finally get funny? How did you know that you were funny? How did you start writing jokes? How did you learn how to write jokes? So you think you're funny? Will you tell me the joke? What jokes are you? Don't make fun of me. You're going to make fun of me. Don't make fun. And I was like, I have 2 options. I either get a guy who wishes that he was a comedian, who's interrogating me about my comedy, who's obviously going to start trying to do comedy, or I should just date a comedian.
Yeah. I think it's an ego thing. I think it's harder for men to swallow the idea that their counterpart might be funnier than them.
Did you ever date a comedian?
No.
I mean, I fucked her face, but sure, I smacked my dick around a few funny broads.
Yeah, but that was just a rim shot.
That was just to get her to shut up. That was just to get her to shut the fuck up.
No, but I mean, my wife is very funny though. I find my wife very funny. We met doing improv. She doesn't. For me, it's the perfect thing because she doesn't do improv. I never had to go watch her team do improv. She uses improv to teach kids. Oh. You know what I mean? So like that's like to help with their.
What if when she decides to do stand up, are you going to be okay with it?
No, I literally was like, when we were dating, I was like, you're not gonna like, you don't want to.
That's your prenup.
Yeah, I was like, you don't want to like do like, you don't really want to like do improv and stuff. She's like, no, I'm taking it for the classes and the experience. I was like,
you had like a prenup that you had to sign that was like, oh, I will not do stand up.
Yeah, nothing money related. It was just like all comedy related.
Just
please sign it. Just please sign it.
I am not signing that I'm not going to do stand up. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, not a problem.
Fucking stand up is hell.
But
Why would I?
But she makes me laugh a lot, and she will and she makes my friends laugh a lot. Like our like interactions and stuff when we're around like groups of friends and stuff. Like she gets huge laughs, and I love it because I'm just like, oh yeah, she's killing
you're
it.
the wallflower. You're like,
Well, she's
everyone
really good at like
who's
socially, like yeah, they realize real quick, like she's doing all these act outs and stuff.
She's
like,
like,
oh.
and
she's grabbing
like,
my sax
Jeremiah,
and stuff.
you have nothing to say, and be like, what she said.
No, it's like, hey, can we rehearse later tonight?
Maybe we could have like a writing session where you write all my bits for me.
Yeah, that'd be great, hon.
Well, no, of course she's funny and amazing and wonderful, but a female she didn't have like that. I'm a female comedian.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
How am I going to ever find someone to love me or see me as not a garbage bag?
Yeah, for sure. As a garbage bag? Did you feel like that at any points when you were dating?
No,
as
because
a female
it was
stand-up?
always comics. Everyone's like, the one advice that I have for ladies in comedy, don't date comics. And I'm like, okay. That's always the one advice that you.
Hi, Tim Allen. Hi, I'm Esther. Nice to meet you.
It's not like I wanted to date Tim Allen, but I was like, well, I'm not doing anything else with my life. I might as well just date comics.
Well, if you're
because they understood what I'm doing.
It either works or it doesn't. You're either going to follow your like-minded people, or you're going to be like, I'm going to stay away from that. It's just the same with your like upbringing and stuff like that. You are either going to go one way, like if you have...
We doubled down on Jews.
If you have alcoholic parents or whatever, you're going to stray far away from that. Or if you're super religious, you're going to lean into the religion or go away from...
My thing is I was like raised very Jewish, and then I like rebelled. So I'm like the baddie. I'm a Jewish baddie.
She's a baddie.
I'm a Jewish baddie.
She's a baddie.
But
over
then
here.
I don't want a guy that's just bad. I want him to be like... was religious and then like is not anymore.
Yeah, you want that layer.
Yeah, the Jewish badass.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done being Jewish. I'm ready to be bad.
Being Jewish was so yesterday.
I used to be Jewish, but now I'm just bad.
Now I'm just bad.
Yes, that does it for me.
Yeah, we did crucify him. Yeah, we did that. So,
fucking bad to the bone.
Bad to the bone.
You know what I did yesterday?
What'd you do?
Fucking destroyed a menorah.
Did you? Did you light all 8? No, you're bad. You only lit 6, didn't you? You're real bad.
Super bad.
You're super bad.
Yeah, it's just hot that way.
I have a segment that I want us to do that is called Fanning Out.
Fanning out. Questions from fans.
Everyone said that I looked like you, which is just 2 people with large noses. And I don't...
Do you know the amount of times like that people will come up to me and show me a picture of their doofy friend who they're like, you look just like this guy, and it's just a dude with a giant nose.
That's all I get.
like,
It's just
what
a
the
girl with a
frick,
really
dude?
big nose.
I'm like, just this part? Yeah, okay.
We need to bring it into. I want probably my life's goal is to get big noses, to be the absolute sexiest, and to get plastic surgeons to
Implants.
reverse nose jobs. A nose implant.
Get those nose implants.
If you have that teeny tiny disgusting nose, you want it bigger, right? You want to go see Dr. Schultz, and he can really enlarge your nose to a point where people can see it from outer space. Just like Jeremiah. You're the after picture.
This is what you could look like.
Are you sick of that small,
Are you
tiny,
sick
stupid
of-
button nose?
Then come on over to Dr. Schnoz in Beverly Hills. He'll inject that nose with all kinds of rubbery goodness
We
to
use
give you that.
cartilage from your ears to elongate your nose.
Have you always wanted a deviated septum and sinus problems? Then come over to Dr. Schnoz.
I always like that you had that cocaine joke
Oh, yeah.
where everyone's snorting cocaine and then you show up and you're like, with your
Giant lines. People like that joke.
It's so good because
it's
it's
an oldie but a goodie.
self-deprecating. I like to take it. I like to really flip that nose on its side.
Yeah. You know what? We're going to do it. GQ, get ready.
I think my next, if I get the great opportunity to do a third album, I'll have it like it's going to be the profile.
Oh, you should.
I want to start photographing from the worst angle possible.
I had for years some of the first YouTube videos I made were like Jeremiah Watkins short films, and what I did was the logo was the J was my nose, like Jeremiah.
You know what would be a good sketch? If you were like a surgeon and we were like pretending to do botched, and I like all these bandages and bruises, and you're like, okay, here it is, and then you open it and I'm like, what the fuck did you do to my nose? Like, it was a bad nose job.
Yeah. Like, what?
I thought you said bigger. I'm sorry.
I thought you wanted juicier. I thought you wanted fatter. What are you talking about?
No, it looks big. You wanted C cups.
I guess I'll live with it. Opening to the next special.
Oh my God. This is where I get all my ideas.
Hey, this is when you come here.
From here?
To there. From inside here to down there. This comes from Daryl. Lots of underscores. He would like us to be two old Southern ladies talking crap about everyone in the back of church. That's a scene suggestion that he'd like us to do.
Well, I don't know about you, Betsy, but I'm glad we're not in that synagogue anymore.
Ruth, don't even get me started on them Jews.
God, them Jews, they think that they can just come in here, sit in the back with their big-ass noses. It's like, we should have a sign that says, no Jews.
I swear to God, I saw a Jewish person that did the Sticky Bandits routine from Home Alone. They had one of them gloves that had tape all over them. And when the offering plate went by, this Jew put his hand in that offering plate, rolled it around,
I've seen it before.
and stuck all the change inside his pocket. It was gross.
I seen a Jew, and they had all that, the body part, the wafers, and then he just snorted it right into his big old nostrils with that big old nose.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
I
he
bet-
snorted the wafers.
I saw him use cream cheese and lox right after that too.
Now that ain't the body and blood of Christ. That's. Where did they get that bagel? There's a bagel shop right here.
There is a bagel shop.
They know it's bagels.
It's Einstein Brothers.
Did they get some low fat from here?
They probably have some of that low. Actually, it's pretty good. I mean, sometimes
I
these
like the
Jews
stuff with the
do know what they're
chives.
talking about.
Come on.
I mean, the chives, don't even get me started on the chives. I mean, they give me a little bit of gas, but hey, it's Sunday.
Someone brought over, they said that they were bringing over schmear and lox, and then they came over with the pink cream cheese. I'm like, How am I just finding out about this?
Okay, now I don't know if it's orthodox or unorthodox, but I love that strawberry cream cheese. Have you had strawberry cream cheese on a
Shit,
bagel?
I would have killed Christ for that cream cheese too.
I mean, it's so good. I had a jalapeno cheese bagel. They gave me the toots for 3 days, but it was so worth it. And I was like, is this sin? I think it is. And I ate all of it.
Calories don't count on the Lord's Day.
That is so true. You know, we are all supposed to rest. And I think that a lot of people are abiding by that in the front row. Look at those fat whores up in the front just witnessing to the Lord. They're repenting, I guess. I guess they had a busy work week of sin.
Apparently they just had some babies, but it's like, bitch, snap back.
I can't tell if them women are fat or if they just had babies.
I said it.
I mean, who here is pregnant and who here is not? It's confusing.
It's so hard to tell. There are so many people with thyroid issues, with some kind of breathing tube issues here in this church. I mean, lots of fat people, but I mean, you know, they say
One of
that
these
the
pews got
mortality.
dialysis.
There's a lot of diabetes in the South. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
It ain't those waffles and chicken.
It's
got to be that bagels and schmear.
It's got to be the bait. And you know who to blame for that? The
Jews.
Yeah.
Them big-nosed, greedy little money-hungry, grubby little Jews.
I'm glad you said it.
They're just pumping this entire pupil with cream cheese.
I mean,
These pews got bagel crumbs all over it.
listen, I don't know if like I'm
I don't wanna
outing
point
anybody
fingers.
by saying
I don't
this.
want to point fingers.
I don't want to point fingers either.
But it is
I
the Jews.
I saw, you know that synagogue we used to go to? When I saw a Jewish man get out of
Eretz Shalom,
yeah, exactly, Shalom. When I got out of my car at a gas station, he was not putting gas in his car. He was powering it with cream cheese.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I bet he had all kinds of money in the bag. I
He
bet
probably
he
did.
stole that from the collection tablets.
He probably did. It's disgusting. But you know, bless their hearts. Bless their
I'm
hearts.
not here to point fingers.
They're good people too.
I'm not here to point
They
fingers.
just need the Lord, the one true Lord, Jesus Christ. That's who they need, okay? That's
who
they need.
was, coincidentally, a money-hungry, grubby little Jew.
Okay, I'm glad you said that about our Lord and Savior. I don't think it's printed anywhere like that. He was more of a kind man and more of a generous man, but you could call
But
him.
Mary, that little Jew,
Okay, we can talk crap on Mary.
she had a Michael Kors purse. She was always returning stuff. I mean, always returning stuff.
Always. I mean, she even returned her baby to
She returned her own son.
to the Lord.
Back to God. There we go. She was such a Jew, she returned her own kid. Not to point fingers.
Not to point finger. Not that I wouldn't do that,
I
but
wouldn't want to
wouldn't.
point fingers, but
No.
Mary was a goddamn Jew.
Well, you took the Lord's name in vain, and then you said Jew, and I'm going to let it slide because we are in the house of the Lord right now. But I do agree.
If you look closely, Mary always had a knockoff purse.
It's true.
It was never the real designer. It was always a knockoff.
If you look at the painting in the mural of when she was near the manger, it was just made of hay.
And you could tell that she had a bad nose job. You could tell.
You could tell Roman did it. Maybe Pontius Pilate, one of his underlings, try to scrape that bump.
That bumpity bump
That
bump.
bumpity bump.
Mary had a bad nose job. She had no one wanted to sleep with her but God.
Girl, you are too much.
I don't want to point fingers.
We gotta quiet down the back of this church, okay? You are too much. Oh my God.
All right. Shalom. Shit, we're in a shul.
Oh no. We ended up in the synagogue again. How did that happen? How did that happen?
I tried so hard to do a Christian character, but I only talked about bagels.
It was solid.
Ask Ester Steinberg to do a Catholic thing. I can pretend.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of Jewish people used to change their names in Hollywood to try to sound like a little less Jewy. But I want to go on the record to say that I actually changed my name.
You doubled down.
My name is someone who intentionally wanted some writing jobs and felt like the only way to do it was to change my name from like Samantha Allen to Ester Steinberg. Like it was a real intentional.
Samantha Allen.
Hi, Samantha Allen. I'm here for the writing job.
Yeah, we're going to look at some other candidates. Thank you so much for coming in, Samantha.
Okay, one second.
Yeah, 1 second.
Hello, my name is Ester Steinberg. You got a writing job?
Hi, we do have a slot open.
Perfect. Here's my resume. I've written on Seinfeld.
You know what? You're hired.
Oh, where are the bagels?
Just a short disclaimer. Esther's very Jewish, and we're having some funsies.
See if Rick Glassman can go this far.
Yeah.
Someone said I looked like Rick Glassman.
Take your shoes off. Take your nose off. Welcome to this podcast.
Relax. Take your nose off.
Take your nose off.
Take your horns off.
Okay. Oh, some of these questions.
They were sexual, right?
Yeah, I was a little bit upset, to be honest.
Well, we did use quite a sexy photo. It's always like, on the one hand, I'm like, I still got it. I'm desirable. And on the other hand, I'm like, men are filth. And then on the other hand, I'm like, I want people to see me for my talent. And then on the other hand, I'm like, why did I wear that dress? Someone said that I was a 5-cent J-Lo or a poor man's J-Lo.
Thrift store J-Lo.
Thrift store J-Lo. And I've never been more complimented. I'm like, hey, Rod, I'm a thrift store. Guess who's a thrift store J-Lo?
Who?
J-Lo!
Yeah, she is.
Running all the way back to her ex. That's gonna last.
In my pocket.
No one said I was a MILF? Can we talk about the word MILF?
Do you like it or no?
I guess on the one hand, yes, and on the one hand, no. I wish that there was another word. Like mom I'd like to fuck does feel aggressive, but I feel like the word MILF just means hot mom. And I would take hot mom, but I do feel like MILF is in the eyes of the male gaze. Mom, I'd like to fuck. What? I don't want to fuck her. J-Lo's a MILF.
Right.
But I don't really want to fuck J-Lo. I just want to like stare at her.
Right. Mill? Mom, I'd like to
But I do like the idea of like an acronym that involves a mom that still got it.
Okay,
maybe
so
like mom that still got it.
Mom that still got it. Something like that.
Or like
should come up with an acronym. Okay.
Snapback, gorgeous goddess, mommy, milky goddess, milk, titty milk, yum yum.
Titty milk, yum yum.
That's it.
It sounds like the beginning of rap lyrics.
What's catchier than
Titty
milk?
milk, yum yum.
Mom, I'd like to fuck
nice
is a
bum
17-year-old. It's the perspective of a 17-year-old boy.
Milk for so yesterday. Man, she got
so
bill
much
to pay.
titty that milk is for tomorrow. So much milk. She better
Titties be
store it.
overflowing with milk. Skin so soft it feel like silk.
There we go.
Mom got a fat ass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Screaming from the rooftop. Yeah.
Birthing, like, what about a gender neutral, like a birthing partner who's frisky as fuck?
Birthing partner.
I read that they don't want to say
BB.
breastfeeding anymore. They'll say like lactating partner
That sounds way worse.
or lactating,
Lactating is not a good word.
or instead of mom, just like the birthing partner.
Right. They're trying to do that.
Take away mom and dad.
Ugh.
I'm not going to go by mama.
What are you going by?
MILF.
Son.
MILF.
Son. It's MILF. Okay?
You do not talk to your MILF that way.
Milfy dearest.
What's better than MILF? Mom who looks really good is glowing.
M.W.L.G.
It's too hard.
Yeah, it's too much. LRG. Yeah.
But you didn't gain any weight.
Me?
That's crazy.
Me?
Yeah, you stayed tight. You stayed fit throughout this whole pregnancy,
Honestly,
4 months postpartum, and you look incredible.
That's the real story here, is how Jeremiah didn't gain that daddy 15.
It's really amazing that you still have like a taut, tight, Dilfy body.
Oh, Dilfy, I'll take it.
Does your son go, Dilf? You're like,
It's pronounced father. Does Noah go by dad or
Dada. We went with Dada.
why the
Do you know that kids naturally go, Dada? First word, Dada. That's just, it's like a reaction. Like kids, meh, Dada. Then men who the word paternal, whatever the Latin root is paternal, papa, patriarchy, all those make sense. Pat, you know, the root of
Right.
the word. So then where did dad come from? Dad is just a reflux of a kid going dada, and men came in and said, that's me. I'm going to take dad. You get mom. That'll come in a few months.
You think so?
100%. The patriarchy took dada because it was a natural first word.
See, now feminist Stacy could not be probably agreeing with you anymore. I wish you would have brought that up earlier, because you probably would have bonded with her.
Do you go by dada?
He hasn't said anything.
Papa Dukes?
For my wife's sake, I want him to say mom first.
Not going to happen.
Why though?
Because they just go, dada. They just do it.
Well, this will be a good test. I'll check back in with you. I'm hoping that he goes, mama.
Not.
I want him to.
But then soon.
Because she puts in, I'm going to be honest, she puts in more work than me.
There's no chance she puts in more work than you.
Thank
You're
you
out
so
here in
much.
this garage working your dick off.
Thank you so much.
You look great. You're
Thank
working
you.
out. You're watching what you eat.
Thank
you
you.
finally lost that weight.
Thank you.
You're dilfing it up out
I feel
here.
so tiny and precious. Thank you
Is
so
this
much.
your dilf garage?
And this is my Delph garage that has no tools in it whatsoever. The only tool in it is me.
Your dilf shed?
My Dilf shed.
Come to the Dilf shed. I want to record a podcast with you.
You've been to a dilf shed before.
You ever been to a Dilf shed before, girl? You're going to love it. What? You been
You ever seen a giraffe? This does have some creepy, like, we got a giraffe back here and a couple of toys.
Listen, we got
You got candy in here?
We got some candy. We got some musical instruments. Whatever you want.
You ever touched a saxophone made out of flesh? I call it my flesh babies.
You like that?
Let's get into this final segment. It's called Sax Talk. Oh, Sax Talk. Told a story about a Rochester fling the last time that you were on this. Now I'm just going to share a story of a different sexual encounter. It can just be as innocent or as graphic as you like, and I'm going to follow her along with the sweet, sweet saxophone. And before we do that, though, you have a special that's out called Burning Bush. Correct.
The reason it's called Burning Bush, it's like dedicated to my son. His name is Moses. And he actually entered the world through a burning bush. Mine.
That's beautiful. And where can people see that or listen to that?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Jeffrey Bezos, he's this entrepreneur, has created this, I don't know, it's kind of like a small little...
Yeah, he funded the special, right?
We work together closely on trying to get each joke perfect.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So yeah, you can see it on Amazon Prime, and then it's on Spotify and everything like that.
Hell yes.
But you should check it out. It's gotten amazing reviews. New York Times
New York
and
Times
stuff.
said I was a batty Jew MILF.
Yep. So there you go. Straight from the New York Times mouth.
The New York Times is like, this MILF can tell some jokes. Maybe I am liking MILF these days.
You know what, girl? Lean into it.
It's my MILF shed.
I wonder if you could do an ad for like instead of the milk crate challenge, the MILF crate challenge, where it's just you and other MILFs trying to climb these crates and not falling.
One thing I did do while I was breastfeeding is I put on a lot of makeup and tried to look really sexy. And then I put my son breastfeeding and I took a picture, and it's like a lot of boob, a lot of glamour, but he was on my nipple drinking golden, whatever the fuck they call it. Anyways.
Life juice?
Yes, life juice. And then I posted it and I go, when you forget to crop, when you send a thirst trap and forget to crop.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you. And
That's
I
funny.
tried to do like funny, like,
That's
I guess, milfy humor.
Yeah.
I feel bad for my son because he's going to have to grow up and be like, wow, my mom really was feeling herself.
Now, are you going to do the thing where once he gets to a certain age, you'll start putting like the flowers or the emojis on his face? Have you seen
Oh,
people
I don't
start
like
doing that? Yeah, I don't know.
No, I mean, if I want him to book commercials, we got to remove those emojis quick.
Casting directors need to see
That would be a
his face.
funny sketch if we printed out emojis, put it on our babies, and we did like a whole video of being like, how cute is my child? And the child's actual face was a poop emoji.
Is an actual emoji. That is funny. That's really funny.
That's
See?
a good SNL sketch.
The ideas keep flowing here. They started here and then they go around there.
From here to there.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow you along with this sex.
Oh, okay. Sexual. Oh, this was good. So I was 7 months pregnant. Bulging. Huge belly. It was February. Freezing cold. I was in a hotel room with my husband. And guess what? I slipped on those assless fishnets. From the back, I looked like a fatty, thicky girl. From the front, I had a huge belly. And we had a bad threesome. Which position? None of them. None of them work. This is a bad story. Because it's not so sexy. Unless you're super into pregnant women with giant bellies. Give me that pregnant belly. That lubed up, gross pregnant belly. Why is it lubed up? Because I poured a bunch of oils on my body to keep it from getting stretch marks. Then I put on my sexy cow outfit. And I went moo. And we fucked good. This was a bad story. When we first met, it was in Rochester. But then we went to New York City. And that sex worked. And now I had this giant belly all covered in fishnet. Pregnant girl in fishnet. Fishnet with a pregnant belly. It's a bad visual. I started this story thinking that we would get to like a sexual peak. Do I need to sing? Ugh, no, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much pregnancy stuff. I've got that MILF body. Give me that MILF. I will say, I'm walking down the streets of Encino with all the little kids. It's not Reno. Cars stop and they honk. They want to know what's in my stroller. I'm like, ooh, it's a baby. They're like, Mama, you look good. Mama, you look real good. I have fucked it with fishnet with a giant belly. I don't know. I want to be sexy, and all I can do is think like, put a baby in me. Come on, put a baby in me. Give me that sperm. It's not hot anymore. Or is it super hot? Do people go and sing and rhyme?
Totally depends. Everybody does it a little bit differently.
I felt like it was a bit of spoken word, but I feel like I could have, really sang if I could sing. If I could have sung, I could have sung, I would have been like.
I think most singers who sing think that they sung if they want to sing.
Who's a good singer?
Cher.
She would have been like, I had pregnancies. So, did you ever have pregnant?
Did I ever have pregnant sex? We had tons of pregnant sex. I was all about it.
I know. The best part is
That's
no
all about it.
period.
Hey. No, I mean, yeah, you're pregnant for freaking 9 months. Of course, yeah, we had tons of pregnant sex.
When am I going to stop talking about it?
When are you going to stop talking about having a baby and stuff?
Uh-huh.
I think you'll stop talking about it when your kids are like several years old. Because if you're already trying for another one, it's going to be on your mind. It's what you know. It's like what you're talking about. It's like very right now. You're just being present.
What do I do?
What do you mean?
What if I lived in the past and I was like, God, dating is hard. But Jennifer Coolidge, God, dating is hard.
It's so hard.
Dating's been so hard lately.
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
God, it's so rough dating. You're like, didn't you just have a kid? I'm like, but the dating part was tough.
It's so tough.
That would be so annoying. Or if I was just like, when your parents died, did something happen? No, I'm just like, if.
Yeah. No, it's just something that I think is very fresh for you right now, especially if you guys are trying for a second one.
Is it a bad decision? Do you think we should? I'm just joking. That's the funniest thing ever is when people are like, should I have? And I'm like, I should not be.
Why am I involved in this life decision for you right now?
Jeremiah, do you think that we should have another?
I know this is a comedy podcast, Jeremiah, and we just did a lot of characters and stuff, but should I create more life?
Do you think so?
Do you think?
What's your opinion on this?
What's your opinion? Because guess what? You're a good friend and I'm going with it. So
whatever you think, that's what we're going to do.
Whatever you say, Jeremiah, goes. I'm going to tell my hubby to blast away if you give him the go-ahead.
What do you think?
What do you think? Everything is writing on this, Jeremiah. Make sure you answer honestly and efficiently.
But people come to you and ask you, should we?
Right.
And you're like,
why is that a question? If you're asking,
there's gotta be one other person who could be better at this.
Yeah. You're like, we're at Papa John's. I'm just trying to pick up my pizza.
Should we get another pizza? Should we try for another? I'm talking about the pizza. Should we try to finish a second pizza?
Babe, I'm kind of full. I don't think I have any more room for pizza.
That'd be so funny if your wife was like, Jeremiah, you think we should go for another? And be like, I'll call him right now and order it. And be like, I meant a baby.
The baby.
Do you love it? I wanted mushrooms, but I'm glad that we got cheese.
Listen, here's the thing. I just wanted one topping. That's all I wanted. I'm good with one topping.
I'm talking about the baby.
I mean, right. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Should I, if you want more, eat more.
If you want more, go for it.
I meant, if you want more, go for it.
Yeah, if you want more, go for it.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, we'll get stuffed crust.
So, you thought we were...
Wait, I thought we were talking about pizza.
Should I go off of,
Ranch?
if you don't... That's so funny. I'm thinking about going off of,
Ranch? Bread?
birth control.
Oh, I thought you were... Because you're kind of...
Because I want to have another, slice.
Heartburn?
Jeremiah!
What? I just...
I'm trying to communicate.
I'm really hungry right now. I don't know what
Do you think that
want.
we can afford another? It's $14.99.
I mean, they've got a deal right now. I mean, if we do it now, like, it's probably better than if we do it later, because there is a
asking
promo.
if we have time right now, if there's space in our life for another.
There's always
I can
space and
clear the
time for-
counter.
Yeah, it's fine. We can make a night of it.
That is not. Do you want twins or not? I'd like to have 2 more.
I mean, identical pizzas?
How many inches are we talking?
How many? Yeah.
We're talking.
Are we talking thin or thick? Like, what are we doing here?
Stop commenting about my body.
Right. Okay.
I want to go off of ranch.
Ranch?
Yes, ranch. I really want to go off of ranch.
Oh, okay.
Because I'd like to order another pizza.
You're my dream girl. Esther, thank you for doing the pod.
Thank you so much.
Follow her on social media. She's one of my good pals.
I've
We've
been
known each other
breastfeeding
for
this
so
whole
long.
time. Oh my God, my nipples are
Pour
killing me.
some sugar on me.
So,
Okay.
thank you so much for having me do the pod.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a problem.
This has been so fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think you can do a breastfeeding pantomime?
I mean, and just come on.
Ow, ow.
Ow. Ow. Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, hey, hey.
Okay.
Ow, ow. Ooh, he's hungry.
Okay. He's latching. I love you. Bye.